Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of Quizzitch Live, Weasley edition, in honor of Thanksgiving here in the United States. For anybody who doesn't know, and I was just brushing my teeth, I was like, I should
With your
introduce with my quip. Yes.
Okay.
We should introduce the show for people who watch this 10 years from now on YouTube. We're the hosts of a Harry Potter podcast called MuggleCast, and we do these live Harry Potter trivia events from time to time for fun, especially in this year of the pandemic. Yes, kids, back in 2020, there was what's called a pandemic, when everybody hides inside to avoid a deadly virus.
The internet's going to be like a 2020 time capsule.
Oh my God. Totally. Hopefully they're not still experiencing it in the future.
No, hopefully there will be a vaccine by then, at least for this one.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, people are participating live this morning/afternoon. This is a real-time Harry Potter trivia game. Anybody who is here live right now in the year 2020, you have to go to crowd.live and enter code Weasley. That's code Weasley for 10% off. No, code Weasley to play the game. We're going to start in about 13 minutes. We have this 15-minute period where we let people get into the game room. Close to 200 people ready to play at the moment. And we will be, like I said, you'll be competing in real time against fellow Harry Potter fans. Multiple choice questions, 10 seconds to answer each one. You will see the question first before the timer starts and the answers display. So you have a second to think about it.
But not enough time to Google.
Not enough time to Google, hopefully, or phone a friend.
A lot of these questions shouldn't be Googleable. I'll say that.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, there's 60 questions this time, including the first round. It's kind of a lightning round, but since all the questions are 10 seconds, maybe we'll try to go through that one extra quick. Less banter in the first round. There's going to be less to banter about, I think, based on the questions. You receive 100 points for each question, a maximum of 100 points. The faster you answer, the more points you will receive. At the end, there are a couple of questions worth 500 points each.
Wow.
At the end of the game to shake things up. And we'll take a break at the end of each round to regroup and see who is ranking where. So yeah, Eric, and I know you wanted to do this, Eric, because we have Thanksgiving coming up and the Weasleys to you mean family. I'm not a Weasley fan. That's why I said to you.
I know. I was going to say I can't be the only one, but
to most of us, except Andrew.
Those feelings aren't shared by everyone on the panel. But yeah, the Weasleys speak to a sense of home and family. They're Harry's surrogate family, and they're pretty cool. They're Muggle lovers. They teach us good values that visiting families should have, and I think that is what I'm thinking of this Thanksgiving.
And just you, apparently.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Left an opening for us to get mushy about what we're thankful for, and everybody was just silent.
That's okay. That's okay. It's cool. The other thing is that because there's 9 Weasleys, like 7 children, and then Arthur and Molly, I thought, I better volunteer to come up with questions because it's going to be super easy. Just come up with like 3 questions for any one Weasley, and all of a sudden you're halfway there, so.
And Eric is the world's #1 Ginny Weasley fan, so it was inevitable that we would do a Quizzitch like this at some point.
Absolutely, yes. Rounds 4 and 5 are all just Ginny questions.
Oh.
No, they're not.
I was going to say, is there enough content from the books to sustain that? 2 rounds of Ginny Weasley?
What was the first word that Ginny says? What is the second word that Ginny says? Yeah. But
so just questions 4 and 5, not rounds 4 and 5 are on Ginny.
There are some Ginny ones sprinkled in, but actually I think we can preview. So Andrew previewed the lightning round, but round 2 is book happenings, speaking to plot events. Round 3 is going to be names, including names of that's middle names of the Weasleys, names of their children, perhaps. There's actually a round devoted to the coolest wizarding establishment, the Burrow. right? Because in addition to this crazy cool family, you have their house, which has sort of a personality in and of itself, so that gets around.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last 2 rounds are Who Said It? So fully quotes. And round 6, the final round, is extended family. So this includes in-laws. So you may get a question about, Hermione, because we wouldn't think Hermione's a Weasley, but she marries Ron, so she's in.
Mm-hmm. Eric, can you share your screen or get it ready? And then I can pull it up when I won't show it until we're ready.
Yeah, I mean, I have it pulled. I've done everything except click share screen.
Hit it now. It won't appear in the StreamYard.
Okay.
It'll just give me the option of presenting it.
Your entire screen, share audio. I double clicked share audio too.
Okay, cool. Okay, I see it now. Just so it's on standby.
Cool.
Wow, I can't believe the stuff that's on Eric's screen right now. Oh my gosh, my eyes.
It's 4 smiling faces, some with fake Harry Potter scars.
Fake.
No, Laura and I just got, these are actually tattoos. We just got this done.
In the 30 minutes between the hangout and this Quizzitch, we went and got tattoos done.
I would say, is that a visual background thing, or?
It's a filter.
How do you?
So Laura introduced me to this a couple weeks ago. We all know Snapchat. Unbeknownst to me, they made a Mac app called Snap Camera, and you can use any of the Snapchat filters on your desktop, laptop, computer. And then you just set your camera on your desktop to the Snap Camera, and then the magic happens.
I was about to get a Sharpie. I feel left out.
Yeah, my glasses are not a filter though.
Yeah,
that's real.
No, we can see the reflection. We know they're legit.
I got called out for that in a meeting earlier this week.
What?
I guess they're a little too blue, reflecting back in the camera. Not that I can do anything about it.
Right? No. What are you supposed to be able to do about that?
Mm-hmm.
You look good, man. Those are good glasses.
Thank you.
And somebody asked in the comments, what is on your shirt, Micah?
I'm sorry.
No, the underneath,
this?
I think.
Oh. This is
is that Jacob?
This is Jacob. It's let's see.
It's a bakery.
Kowalski's Bakery.
Yeah, Kowalski's Bakery shirt. We got that at LeakyCon in Boston.
Okay. Cool.
It says
That's cool.
fantastic yeasts and where to bake them, maybe, or something like that.
Fantastic yeasts.
But funny story though, I'm sorry, I don't remember who I bought it from, but the woman actually said earlier that year or the year before, she also printed this on an apron, and Dan Fogler got one. So he has a apron of himself. So I guess he wears it when he cooks up his
bread,
or
edibles, definitely.
His edibles. Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, we will start in about 5 minutes. Like I said, you can kind of play here in the stream, but if you really want to play, go to crowd.live and enter code Weasley, and then you'll have access to what we call the gamepad, and you'll be able to participate, answer the questions in real time as we're playing. One pro tip, though, we recommend keeping an eye on the gamepad and not the stream. The questions are going to come up on the gamepad first because there's a little delay in the YouTube stream. And especially because Laura and I are using Snap cameras, which definitely adds to some latency, at least to our video cameras.
Well, and also just don't wait for us to finish reading a question before you answer. Just answer as soon as you know the answer on your gamepad.
Yes, correct. And like I said, the faster you answer, the more points you will receive. But be careful, there's no takebacks. Once you submit that question, answer, that's it. We frequently hear people say, oh, I clicked the wrong one. Nice excuse. I don't believe it.
And Eric is tricky. So just, be mindful of the questions. If it's book versus movie, he's a sneak like that. So
I didn't even think about that. I think these are mostly book questions.
So you say now.
Yeah, well, default to book is what I'll warn people.
Always.
this the part where we normally say prizes too?
Oh yeah, what is up for grabs today? Eric
I-
picked these.
Yeah, what are you buying?
I'm I'm looking at our post to find out what. Quizzes Live. Okay.
I love how he asked it, and then he's like, "Ah, you gotta maybe check the post."
Yeah.
Well, okay, so
You set
I'm gonna-
yourself up.
Yeah, I'm gonna officially say, what's the company we have the figurines? There, it's because it's like officially licensed Harry
Oh.
Potter. Okay, so what I'll say is for the third prize winner, we are going full on Thanksgiving here. Although it's sort of a Christmas movie too, family entertainment is what you're looking for this holiday season. So the third prize winner of Quizzitch Live today will receive a copy of the best holiday film of all time called The Holiday.
Yes.
Yes.
On Blu-ray, DVD, or digital, your choice.
Your choice, any way you want it.
We've joked about it on the show before, and we also have a commentary, a movie commentary that you can listen to on our Patreon, I believe. We love it so much, we recorded a whole commentary for it.
We did.
And it co-stars Jude Law, and that's how that joke began on the show.
Yes, Jude Law is excellent in it. He portrays Mr. Napkinhead, as well as some other characters. But,
and then second place?
Yeah, the second prize is going to be a upcoming copy. There's a book coming about real life Quidditch. So Quizzitch Quidditch. And it's called This Is How We Fly by Anna Marino. And that book is actually not out yet, but you will be the first to get a copy. It's going to be released in mid-December. That's our second place, so that's pretty cool. And for our grand prize, we have a series of Harry Potter figurines. I should have brought them with me to show you, but it's a whole assortment of Harry Potter figurines from, I believe, the Harry Potter films. So very, very, very cool stuff.
Yeah, so that's what's up for grabs today. I see Monica in the chat says, will you guys do the holiday Quizzitch? I'm, that'd probably be a lot of work because we don't know the holiday as well as we do the Harry Potter books and movies, We'd have to watch the movie a couple of times to come up with trivia questions. That's a fun idea. We'll keep it in mind. But no problem.
I would need to watch it first too.
Laura has never seen the holiday.
You didn't join us for that Snugglefest that we had.
I think that was before my time.
I know what you're getting in your stocking this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Black is very good in it. Doris is noting that, and
Jack
Geoff
Black
is
is surprisingly. Oh yeah, in a
Did you just call him Geoff?
Yeah, sorry. How do you pronounce your name?
Jeff?
Jeff? It's just Jeff? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Jeff. My dad's name is Jeff, but it's spelled Jeff. So I thought it might be different. Isn't it like I think about the Toys R Us mascot? Is his name just
Joffrey?
Joffrey, isn't it? Or no?
Jeffrey. It's Jeffrey.
It's
No,
Jeffrey?
I'm thinking Game of Thrones.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeff. Well, you know me. I don't. I'm not good at pronunciation. Tom Felton is here. I want to get a shout out. Also, I am Slytherin. I like Draco. Well, I would hope so, Tom, because you played him.
I saw Stephen King in the chat too.
Wow, everybody's here today.
Yeah.
Okay,
He listens
so
to Mugglecast, though, doesn't he? Stephen King.
yeah, totally.
He's a huge Potter fan.
Eric, do you want to get the video going?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Are we ready to begin, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
I'll bring up
Master.
the video once I see it on your.
And I'll bring up my volume.
I'll bring up my volume.
Okay. We ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
How much for this? 5 galleons. How much for me? 5 galleons. I'm your brother. 10 galleons.
The quintessential Weasley family moment.
Well, what's that at the end? The VLC icon. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. All right.
No, I did. I switched it. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So is everybody ready?
Yep.
Starting the countdown.
Oof. I'm
Fingers
nervous.
at the ready. Quizzitch Live, Weasley edition. Here we go. Lightning round to kick things off. Select the oldest Weasley family member. Charlie, George, Fred, Ron. Correct answer? Charlie.
Okay. Question 2.
Charlie.
Same question, different selection. Select
Ooh.
the oldest Weasley family member. Bill, Percy, Ginny, or George. It's a good lightning round because it gets you thinking like, when were they born? The correct answer is, of course, Bill.
Should I guess what the next question is?
I promise
You
there
win
are not
100
9
points.
of these. There are not 9 of these.
All right. Question number 3. Select the oldest Weasley family member. Ron, Fred, George, or Percy. Who is the oldest? Ron, Fred, George, or Percy?
I do find myself struggling to place Percy either before or after Fred and George sometimes. I know the answer, but like my head gets confused when pressed.
Mm-hmm. And the correct answer is Percy.
Of course.
A new question.
Variety. All right, next question. Which Weasley member attended Hogwarts during Harry's first year? Was it Bill, Charlie, Ginny, or Percy? Who was there?
Who was there?
I think they were pretty bossy. The correct answer, of course, was Percy.
Which Weasley child was head boy at Hogwarts?
Mm.
Ron, Fred, Charlie, Bill. Ron, Fred, Charlie, Bill. Ron, Fred, Charlie, Bill. Ron, Fred, Charlie, Bill.
Oh, you beat Chris Rankin. You did it. You doubled them up.
How can you say the answers?
Wasn't nearly as calm, though.
It was Bill.
Bill.
61% got that right. 32%
was-
thought it was Charlie.
It was Ron if you count his Mirror of Erised moment, but that is not factual. So, who is the biggest prat of the Weasley children?
Whoa.
I feel like it's coming to blows here. Is it A, Percy, B, Fred, C, George, or D, Arthur?
Could this be open to
Nope.
interpretation?
Yeah.
Nope, it's definitive. I'm sorry. The correct answer is Percy. I think that's, surprisingly, we're only on Q6, but I think that's the third answer that was Percy. I got to check over my notes.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
And just a reminder, guys, no answers in the chat. I've seen
Oh, is somebody doing that?
Yeah, that's-
Oh, don't do
Yeah,
that,
guys, come
please.
on. Why you got to do that? Don't make us ban you. We will. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Which Weasley was Quidditch captain at Hogwarts? Ginny, Charlie, Bill, or Ron? Who was Quidditch captain at Hogwarts? Ginny, Charlie, Bill, or Ron? The correct answer is Charlie. The second Charlie answer, I believe.
See, I had to get these guys who are a little bit more obscure out of the way.
All right, next question. Which of the following traits is not a telltale sign of a Weasley child? Is it red hair, hand-me-down robes, love for muggles, or really sick tattoos? Which of these things are not a telltale sign of a Weasley child? Correct answer, of course, really sick tattoos.
Really sick tattoos. Must
Yep.
be a Weasley.
I feel like Bill would get a face tattoo. He's cool like that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
If anyone was going to, it'd be him.
What is Ron's favorite Quidditch team? Is it the Bulgarian National, Puddlemere United, Gryffindor, or the Chudley Cannons? I'm not trying to say those 4 times fast. Correct answer was the Chudley Cannons.
Nice.
And the final
And-
question of this round.
Which Weasley family member does Harry speak to first? Is it Molly, Ginny, Ron, or Charlie? Molly, Ginny, Ron, or Charlie? It is, of course, Molly who helps Harry get onto the platform.
Okay.
Like the sweet lady she is.
Let's
Oh.
see who is leading. And before we do that, Eric, is it possible to bump up your input volume a little bit? You're still kind of low.
That
So,
is.
while we're in a
Is it okay?
little
Is it better
break.
now?
A little bit,
A little bit.
I'm talking directly into the mic.
but maybe check the input volume. Let's
Yeah.
look at the rankings. Moth Girl in first place, followed by Danielle, and then Roro. And then there is everybody else. Still anybody's game. We're very early. 50 more questions to go.
Whew.
But all 10 seconds, so it's going to fly by.
All right. I'm ready for question 11.
So is the system once it loads.
This is
Not
book
really.
happenings.
Book happenings. Here we go. Which Weasley child comes up with the name Dumbledore's Army? Is it Fred, Ginny, George, or Ron? Who comes up with the name Dumbledore's Army? And the correct answer is Ginny.
That's right.
I think
She's
this
so
is
smart.
yeah, it's one of those rare moments when we actually get to see Ginny, do something.
That's exactly right.
Except be a love interest. All right, next question. Who owned Scabbers before Ron? Was it Arthur, Bill, Charlie, or Percy? Who slept in bed with Scabbers before Ron?
For nice fun.
That's how the question should have been phrased.
And of course, it was Percy.
Hold on. I'm
Figures.
changing the question. There we go.
Who's a jilted ex-lover of Scabbers?
Who was caretaker when Molly and Arthur were sweet on each other at Hogwarts? Kettleburn, Filch, Og, Gurg.
I love how he didn't just say when they attended Hogwarts. It's when they were sweet on each other.
Sweet on each other. I feel like that's a British way to put it, kind of.
Yeah.
Correct answer was Og.
Potential
Tough one.
character for Fantastic Beasts films, maybe?
That's right.
Sure.
Pre-Hagrid?
Yeah, Hagrid's just gonna be a kid. Okay, who caught Percy and Penelope snogging in a corridor? Was it Fred? Was it Ginny? Was it George? Or was it Molly? Molly making a bizarre Hogwarts appearance to spy on Percy. The correct answer was, of course, Ginny. Now, this is not revealed until after the events of Chamber of Secrets in the chamber, because Percy was trying to keep Ginny all hushed, and it was kind of an interesting misdirect. But it turns out she just saw them kissing.
From which country did Bill have a pen pal? Was it Brazil, Peru, Belize, or Bolivia? Which country did Bill have a pen pal from?
Ooh, I genuinely do not remember this.
Me neither.
And the correct answer is Brazil.
That is correct. The Brazilian pen friend wanted Bill to come and visit, but the Weasleys could not afford it. And so he sent Bill a cursed hat, which made his ears shrivel up.
Ooh,
That's so
That's not-
unfortunate.
that's not nice. I wouldn't
Right.
call it a pen pal.
Next question. What is Ron's favorite comic strip? Was it Daniel the Spaniel, Crookshanks and Hobbs, Babbity Rabbity and her cackling stump, or The Adventures of Martin Miggs, the Mad Muggle? And of course, it was The Adventures of Martin Miggs, the Mad Muggle. I do like Daniel the
Good title.
Spaniel, though.
I
Yeah,
like Crookshanks and Hobbs. Well done,
Yeah.
Eric.
they're all pretty
That was good.
Who failed their first apparition test because they landed on a muggle? Whoops. Bill, Charlie, Percy, Ron. Bill, Charlie, Percy, Ron. Bill, Charlie, Percy, Ron. Bill, Charlie, Percy, Ron.
Oh, time's up.
Charlie was the correct answer. Darn it,
How's
Charlie.
how's my audio now?
Little
You're good.
better, I guess. Yeah.
I'll adjust the audio even more.
Okay.
Okay, we're at max volume.
Wow.
What clothing did Ron give to Dobby at the elf's funeral? Was it a jumper? Was it a hat? Was it socks? Or was it a scarf? What clothing did Ron give to Dobby at the elf's funeral? And the correct answer was socks.
It's not clothing, but it would have been great if Dobby was given Harry's glasses once. That'd be real cute. That'd be like a baby Yoda moment.
Well, he would love that too.
Which hex is Ginny's specialty? Is it the tongue twister hex, the bat bogey hex, the mouth maggot hex, or the nibbling nose hex? What is Ginny known for?
I bet this is also one of Eric's favorite hexes, is a Ginny super fan.
Actually, it sounds horrifying.
The correct answer is the bat bogey hex.
Yeah. Can you imagine that bogeys in your nose will just become like get wings and fly out of your nose? Can you imagine what that must feel like?
Ew.
Cool, actually.
Kind of cool. Yeah, like a good way
It
to
is.
clean yourself out.
To
clean your nose out.
experience it. Yeah. Yeah.
Got allergies? Have a bat bogey hex.
Oh God.
What a mess. What a mess.
All right. Next question. Who curses off George's ear? Was it Rodolphus Lestrange, Severus Snape, Stanley Shunpike, or Mundungus Fletcher? Who is responsible for making George holy, as he said? Correct answer is Severus Snape. It's like, come on, man. Like, I get that you're trying to play a part, but this was one of your students and you just cut his ear off. It's kind of messed up.
Well, to be fair, he was aiming for a Death Eater, but he missed.
Yeah.
That is the end of round 2. And Riley is now in first, followed by Lizbeta, and then Caro, then Bailey, and then Laura. So a whole new leaderboard after the second round. And it looks like Riley is one of very few people, maybe the only person to guess every cancer. Oh, no, she isn't the only one, or they aren't the only one. But in the top 3, Riley is the only one to correctly answer all questions so far.
Very cool. Good job, Riley.
It's very
What is the
accomplished.
next round?
The next round is, of course, names. Needs no further
Names?
introduction. Names.
Who's got the
Names.
first question? I was
You
too busy
do.
banning people. Okay,
It's you,
I'm sorry.
man.
I was banning people.
All you.
Okay. Which Weasley's middle name is Arthur? Ron, Charlie, Bill, Fred. Ron Arthur, Charlie Arthur, Bill Arthur, Fred Arthur, Arthur Arthur.
I was thinking that would be nice misdirection.
Correct answer was Bill Arthur.
William Arthur Weasley. Which Weasley has the middle name Molly? Yes, it's true. J.K. Rowling is not as diversifying of the names as we thought.
Well, that's what you do in a family.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe like an ancient grandmother. Muriel, Percy, Ginny, or Molly. Is it Molly Weasley, Ginny Molly Weasley, Percy Molly Weasley, or Muriel Molly? Something. The correct answer is Ginny. They named their first boy Arthur as a middle name, and they named their first girl Molly as a middle name. Very creative.
What are the names of Molly Weasley's known siblings?
We mention them from time to time.
Frederick and Georgia, Gidge and Fab, Gred and Forge, or Gideon and Fabian? They, of course, fought in that first Wizarding War, and the answer is Gideon and Fabian Pruitt.
Isn't
Correct.
Gred and Forge a wizard rock band?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, next question. What is Percy Weasley's middle name? Is it Pratt, Ignotus, Ignatius, or Pevensey? It's like he went to Narnia or something.
Someone really hates Percy in this group.
And the correct
is-
answer, Ignatius. He
This
would
is why-
have that middle name.
Yeah, this is why I didn't ask
Ignatius.
Chris to join us this week. It was going to be the Percy hate fest.
Well, we don't hate Chris.
No, we love him.
We hate the character he plays, which might hurt him a little bit. What is Ron Weasley's middle name? Is it Bilius, Mildred, Arthur, Victor? Ron Bilius, Ron Mildred, Ron Arthur, Ron Victor. Bilius is the correct answer.
I
just
still
have
hear
that-
it in
Close to Bill.
Oh, were you going to say Bill Nye's voice, Eric?
Yeah. I still hear it in Bill Nighy's voice. Yeah. Okay, what is the name of Ron and Hermione's daughter? Is it Lily, Jean, Jane, or Rose?
Also, the
prior
name
to
of a
this-
newborn Mugglecast
Yes.
listener.
I was going to say prior to this quiz, we met a young girl named Rose.
Yeah.
Which was, of course, the correct answer. Rose Granger Weasley.
All right. What is Molly's maiden name? I may have just said it a couple questions ago when we were talking
Oops.
about her brothers.
Hopefully you were
Oops.
paying attention.
Is it Sulwyn? Is it Pruitt? Is it Hooper or Walters? What is Molly's maiden name? The correct answer is Pruitt.
What is Ginny's full first name? Remember, Ginny is not the entirety of her name.
Right.
Possibilities: Ginevra, Virginia, Geneva, or Genevieve. Which of these is Ginny's real full first name? Answer is Ginevra. Can kind of throw you off because Ginny can be a shortened version of Virginia. I've heard that before.
Right.
Yep.
But still, 90% of participants knew that.
Yep.
Very nice.
What is the first name of Ginny and Harry's firstborn? First name, Albus Severus. Not Albus Severus. James or Sirius?
Wow, that's
First,
That's a
tricky,
mind-
Eric.
Yeah,
That's a mind twister. Yeah.
That's a
little
mind twister.
tricky. Most people did get it right still. James, firstborn. Even
James
though Albus
Sirius.
Severus is the star of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, currently not playing on Broadway.
And question 30, what is the name of the Weasley family owl? Is it Pigwidgeon? Is it Errol? Is it Arnold? Or is it Hermes? A lot of owls, a lot of creatures and pets in the Weasley family. But the family owl is, of course, Errol.
And
Hermes.
that's no error.
Yeah. Hermes was Percy's personal owl that he was given by Molly later to help with his schooling and important business.
And Arnold was the pygmy puff, right? That Ginny gets.
Correct. And Pigwidgeon is Ron's pet.
I like to think that Errol just drank a lot. Like he's always crashing into the window.
Aw,
He's just
not
old.
Too talented.
And he's old.
And old.
No.
He's no. He's
old and
owled.
drunk.
He's owled.
Oh
everybody.
no, that joke has started. Get me out of here.
Okay, let's look at the rankings. Lisbeta, Laura C, Aunt Mariel. Somebody noted in the chat, Aunt Mariel has an unfair advantage here because she
She's
knows
part
the
of
family. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Aunt Mariel, we're going to have to ban you. I'm sorry. But yeah, and there is everybody else. So still the ranking, the leaderboard is changing rapidly with each round. What is the next round, Eric?
The next round is going to be my favorite round, personally, the Burrow. We're going to be asking questions. So the Burrow is almost a Weasley in and of itself, right? It's a huge character.
Yeah.
It's the eighth child.
Recently made into a Funko, I saw.
Oh,
Well,
really?
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I think it's Molly and the Burrow. That's the
Huh.
Funko set. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you ever
All
have
right.
those families or your uncle or your aunt and they have a really cool house? It's like that.
If the
All right.
Burrow was cool, but yeah.
Well, speaking of the Burrow, it's located on the outskirts of Ottery St. Catchpole, Ottery St. Mary, Morton Hampstead, or Exeter. I'm not repeating those.
You did
The
great.
correct answer is Ottery St. Catchpole.
Is C real, or did you just make that up, Eric?
No, it's a real place. Yeah, it's
Morton
it's,
Hampstead.
Yeah, it's on the map near where Ottery St. Mary actually is. So
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
well
they're all
done.
British.
So you were doing a little geographical exploration to
Bet.
these
Morton.
questions.
Morton Hampstead just looks like 3 or 4 towns mashed together.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get more town, Hampstead.
All right,
Uh,
next. Is it my turn?
Mike, it just went, so I think.
Yeah, so
Laura,
it is my turn. Next question. To Harry, the Burrow looks as though it used to be what? A chicken coop, a horse stable, a stone pig pen, or a cattle ranch? Which of these things did the Burrow look like it used to be? Correct answer is a stone pig pen.
And what is a stone pig pen? It's a pig pen made of stone.
I guess so.
I think that I would feel kind of offended if somebody told me they thought my
Yeah.
home looked like it used to be this.
Yes.
It's a little judgy, Harry. Like,
Well, yeah, but my favorite part is like if Molly ever says to Ron, like, your house, your room is a pigsty, he'd be like, well, look around. This used to be a pig pen.
kind of rude.
Yeah.
Little
A little bit.
Like,
Yeah.
I get, Harry, like, whatever, you lived in suburbia and whatnot, but calm down.
How do the Weasleys denome the garden? Throw them over the hedge, stun them, ouch, spray with repellent, or set traps?
I am gonna say I've noticed an uncommon amount of first answer A correct answers. I thought these were gonna be randomized from when I put them in. So forgive me if
There was
that's
one
not-
round where every single question had A as the correct answer, so I changed that round.
Okay, because didn't it used to randomize the answers, like even among what we
No.
Okay.
I made sure.
So everyone click A moving forward.
When in doubt, click A. Correct answer was throw them over the hedge.
All right. What status is not included on the Weasley's clock? Home, traveling, apple picking, or lost?
I wonder.
What could it be?
It's not A.
What?
The correct answer is C, apple picking. Always a fun pastime.
Which Weasley has the highest bedroom at the Burrow? Is it Ginny, Fred, George, or Ron? Who's got the deluxe apartment in the sky? It is Ron, although he is bested
any
only by the ghoul in the attic, right?
That's right. Yeah, the
Is there any
ghoul,
reason for that? Why does Ron get the highest room?
So you can walk the farthest for the breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean, I think my headcanon is there was just all this storage up above, and it's like that Ron's closest to the attic, which nobody wants because the ghoul is noisy. So his room was probably storage, but 'cause he was like, they gave Ginny a nice room because she's the girl that everyone wanted, right? But Ron, being the most recent born besides Ginny, got stuck in like the closest to the attic where the ghoul is.
And we may or may not have just
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
answer away
say,
twice.
if you've paid attention for the last 3 times we've given this answer in the last 5 minutes, where does the ghoul live? In the pantry, the attic, the toilets, or the cupboard under the stairs?
the toilets would be cool, actually.
Yeah, but Moaning Myrtle's already, you know,
That's
She's
true.
cornered
she
that
checks
market.
that box.
Yeah.
She does.
Of course, the answer is the attic.
What?
David
does
says we all
Molly-
have to ban ourselves now.
Who does Molly enjoy listening to? The Weird Sisters, Celestina Warbeck, Ariana Grande or Alice Cooper?
I could totally see her listening to Alice Cooper.
Yeah. I mean,
sure.
But the correct answer was Celestina Warbeck. Who doesn't love listening to Celestina, including especially this time of
Eric.
year?
Eric's been on stage with her.
Yeah.
The feather boa and all. It was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Celestina track is My Baby Got Me a Hippogriff for Christmas. Is that the name of the song?
I think so.
Good one.
All right. In what book does Harry not spend summer at the Burrow? Was it in Chamber of Secrets, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, or Half-Blood Prince? It's kind of a book question here.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's Order of the Phoenix, actually.
Sounds like a great summer to me.
Yeah.
No, he's at what is he? Grimmauld Place.
Grimmauld Place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when they have the headquarters.
A
Yeah.
little busy over there.
What does Molly give Harry to eat after he first meets Slughorn? Is it onion soup, chicken noodle soup, cream of mushroom soup, or split pea soup? I don't know the answer. I'm going to go A. Yes. Onion soup.
Mike is proof positive that it works. These answers are not randomized. Oops.
Yeah, but only 53% got that right, so it tripped people up a little bit.
Okay, all right. I
Yeah.
thought it was split pea, honestly, myself, and I wrote the question.
That's when is the split pea soup mentioned at the Leaky Cauldron? Isn't that in one of the books?
It might be something like that.
Chamber or prisoner? I don't remember. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Andrew, you'll probably like this question. What does Harry find most unusual about the Burrow on his first visit? Is it a talking mirror, a clanking ghoul, multiple chimneys, or everyone seems to like him? And the answer is everyone seems to like him. It's so sad.
Pretty sure the chapter called The Burrow actually ends with that line. Everyone seems to
Oh,
like him.
Okay, we have a new leader. I am Rudy in first, followed by Lisbeta in second, then Laura C., then Dodo, then Bailey. Aunt Mariel has unfortunately slipped to number 6.
Well, you banned her, didn't you? Oh,
Aunt Mariel doesn't visit the Burrow much, I guess. That's why she didn't do too good in that round. Okay, what is the next round's theme?
The next round is quotes, or who said it. So the following series is a series of quotes. What Weasley said it.
Is it me? Sorry, guys,
Yep.
I keep forgetting. Who said it? But Dumbledore says he doesn't care what they do as long as they don't take him off the chocolate frog cards. Bill, Fred, George, Ginny. Bill, Fred, George, Ginny. That's such a Dumbledore thought. Correct answer was A, Bill. But a lot of people actually, only 33% guessed that right. 43% thought it was Fred. That does sound like a Fred thing.
it does. You know, I was a little thrown off. I thought it might be a twins thing,
Yeah.
a
mhm.
twinsism.
Quote, I must not look like a baboon's backside. Who said it? Is that Fred, Percy, Ron, or Ginny? I must not look like a baboon's backside.
A little bit of process of elimination here, I think.
Yeah.
Was it Percy the Pratt? Nope, it was Ron.
All right. Leave him alone. He didn't want all that. This is a tough one. Was it Fleur, Muriel, Molly, or Ginny? Who said, leave him alone? He didn't want all that.
Got kind of southern there, Micah.
Southern
Did
Mirror
I?
right there.
Correct answer was Ginny from
Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets.
Hmm.
Thank you,
Most
Eric.
people did get that right, even though it was a little vague.
What was it in
77%.
reference to?
It's at Flourish and Blots. Draco makes fun of
Oh.
Harry and Gilderoy.
Ah, yeah, because
There's a
Gilderoy's
thing
making a
about
big
it,
deal
yeah.
about him.
Yep.
All right, next question. Ask us no questions and we'll tell you no lies. Who said this? George, Fred, Molly and Arthur, or Bill and Fleur?
Apologies in advance for this question. This is a real hard one.
Yeah, I don't know. Correct answer was Fred. So if you went with A on an off chance, you're wrong.
Majority
Sorry.
still did think Fred, but yeah, 38%, as we see, thought it was George. I might be seeing you all sooner than you think. Charlie, Muriel, Bill, Arthur. I might be seeing you all sooner than you think.
Muriel is in a disproportionate amount of questions given her screen time, but
Yeah.
Eric really likes Muriel too, I think.
He is Ron's aunt, so I assume a Weasley.
Mm-hmm.
Correct answer was Charlie.
That's right.
Is it Goblet of Fire?
Yeah. Yeah, it's when he's hinting about the dragons at the task, but he can't say anything. All right, question 46. Quote, a good first impression can work wonders. Who said it? Fred, Percy, Molly, or Arthur? Who among them best knows the value of a good first impression? And tells Harry as such, it is, of course, Molly. It's good maternal advice there.
Micah.
If we're not careful, we'll have another head boy in the family. I don't think I could stand the shame. Was it Fred, George, Ron, or Percy?
The results are almost exactly split.
Yeah, this is a tough one. And the correct answer is George. I would not have been able to pick between Fred and George.
No.
48% versus 47.
Disclaimer, I usually can't tell the difference either.
Who can
there
really?
There are people who wrote to me and said, yeah, if you look at it, Fred is almost always more sardonic and George is almost always kind of more go with the flowy. But I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. But props to anyone who, can tell them apart.
Can tell that, yeah, interesting.
All right, next quote. My brother Charlie was always more of an outdoor type, so he went for care of magical creatures. Who said it? Was it Ron, Fred, George, or Percy? Ron, Fred, George, Percy. And it was Percy. I almost thought it was Ron because it kind of sounds like something Ron would say.
That's
a little bit.
77% thought it was Ron.
Yeah, because
trip
Ron
people
is
up.
always talking about his family, especially to Harry. He's introducing Harry to the rest of his family. But it was actually Percy that said this quote.
Never trust anything that can think for itself if you can't see where it keeps its brain. Classic quote. Arthur, Ron, Ginny, Fred. Arthur, Ron, Ginny, Fred. A for Arthur. That was the correct answer.
I anticipate that a lot of people got that right.
Yes, 93% got that.
Did
right.
anybody guess Ginny? No. Wow. She repeats that advice, but she says it's like Dad says.
Okay.
Later on, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who among the Weasleys said, "Not my daughter, you bitch"?
Arthur.
Was it Muriel? Was it Molly? Was it Arthur? Or was it Parent Ron?
Parent Ron.
It was, of course, Molly.
I remember when we all first read this, we were shocked.
A curse word.
I specifically remember because Jamie got there ahead of me and he was like, Laura, you have to look at this. And he put his hands over the page. So all I could see was the word bitch.
What? Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, well, Look at this. Lisbeta is back in first place, followed by Dodo, then Dream Quaffle, then Looney Luna. Aunt Mariel has climbed back into the top 5 as well. We still have one more round to go. I think the final 3 questions are worth 500 points each, so it's still anybody's game. Lisbeta could lose her internet right now, and a lot of people could come ahead of her. So, not that I want that to happen, of course, but.
And what is this round, Eric?
This round, the final round, is extended family. So we've answered the questions about the Weasleys, but these are about like the in-laws and the people who marry into the family.
Cool. All right. First question. Where do Ron and Hermione share their first kiss? Is it in the Room of Requirement, the Chamber of Secrets, the Astronomy Tower, or the Restricted Section? And I assume you're referring to the book, right?
Or
yes.
Okay. The correct answer is the Room of Requirement. Of course, in the movie, it happens in the Chamber of Secrets. So that might have been a tricky one.
yeah.
It was 52% guessed Chamber of Secrets.
All right. Next question. What does Ginny compare Harry's eyes to in her Valentine's poem? I love this scene. It's so cringy. Glimmering emeralds, celery, avocado toast, or fresh pickled toad. What does Ginny compare Harry's eyes to in her Valentine's poem? Of course, a fresh pickled toad, like you do.
That's not a
Right?
compliment.
Like,
I like avocado toast. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
it's a very
that would have been ahead of
millennial
its
thing.
time.
yeah.
Who attended the Yule Ball with their future spouse? Fred, Ron, Ginny, or none of the above? Who attended the Yule Ball with their future spouse?
So
Dang.
Ginny went with Neville, right? Ron went with Padma.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd Fred
Fred.
go with?
I forget.
Well, the answer was none of the above.
I was like, it doesn't really matter who Fred went with.
Because he's dead?
Yeah.
That was a dead joke? Wow.
Well, no, because
I thought you were saying because the answer was none of the above, but nope.
Well,
Laura's
no, I
vicious.
mean, like Eric was like going through the process of elimination. I was like, you can knock Fred out of that too, because
he never had a spouse.
yeah. Womp womp.
Who marries a former Quidditch captain? Is it George, Fred, Bill, or Charlie? Who marries a former Quidditch captain?
Nope, can eliminate one here again.
Oh, damn. It's George. It is indeed George.
Fred went with Angelina. Thank you to Peanut Butter Egg Dirt 1. Fun name.
Yeah, and he marries Angelina, and she was captain. of the
And
team.
Jeff said that. Jeff, you guys, it's pronounced Jeff. Duh.
So
Yeah.
Fred goes with Angelina, but George marries Angelina? Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's a little, yeah. All right. Who did, Judge. Who did not meet their future spouse while attending Hogwarts? Was it Arthur, Ron, Percy, or Ginny? Who did not meet their future spouse while attending Hogwarts? Arthur, Ron, Percy, or Ginny? And the correct answer is Percy. Arthur meets Molly, Ron, Hermione, and Ginny, Harry.
Yep.
I
all
wonder
at
if
Hogwarts.
Angelina could compare Fred and George someday. That'd be interesting.
In what way?
Yeah. This is
Next question.
You opened it up.
okay. What Weasley item did Fleur wear at her wedding? Muriel's pearl necklace, Muriel's tiara, Muriel's brooch, or Muriel's lipstick? A lot of Muriel's stuff. It was Muriel's tiara.
Ah, the correct answer
Finally.
with Muriel in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
At Bill and Fleur's wedding, what does Muriel reveal her age to be? 104, 105, 106, 107.
This is a tough one.
Answers are very split. But the correct answer was 107, the oldest in that list.
Dang.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knew? Nobody.
Leaderboard.
You want to
Right,
look at the
'cause we're about-
leaderboard?
Yeah, we're about to get the. You said the last 3 questions are worth more.
Yeah. So in first, we have Lisbita still, followed by Dodo and Dream Quaffle. So actually, I don't think there's been any change in the top 3.
All right, let's mess it all up right now. I think Eric,
it me?
it's you. I think it's Eric, right?
Okay.
Okay. this one, yeah.
All right. Who named their son after their brother? Was it Percy? Was it Bill? Was it Charlie? Or was it George?
This
I
one
love that
is
the-
worth 100 points. The final 2 are 500. Sorry.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, this is fairly challenging,
Mhm.
but no surprise that George and Angelina had a son named Fred.
How sweet. And,
Yeah.
Angelina missed Fred, of course.
Of course. Who are the parents of Victoire? That should say Victoire, right? Not Victory.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Victoire.
How's it
Dominique.
supposed to be? Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
already- Yeah.
Yeah. Who are the parents of Victoire, Dominique, and Lucy?
Next. Start.
Is it Percy and Audrey, Ron and Hermione, Bill and Fleur, or Arthur and Molly? The correct answer is Bill and Fleur.
And the final question.
Should we do one last check of the rankings before the final
We
question?
already said the question, right?
Oh,
We just looked at it. It's okay. We'll keep
Okay,
everybody in
all right.
suspense.
all right. Final question. And this is 500 points, right?
Yep.
All right. According to the canonical Weasley family tree, how many grandchildren do Molly and Arthur have? Oof. 12, 13, 49, or 10. That 49 wasn't a hit. That was just shock.
I mean,
How-
they do have 7 children.
Yeah. If 7 kids have 7 kids, it's 49 kids.
People were split, as we can see, but what was the correct answer?
It was 12.
It was
It was
When in doubt.
Big A.
Next time I'm going to randomize these answers. I'll tell you. But yes,
Okay.
it's 12. Yep.
So let's look. Who won Quizzitch Live Weasley Edition? Lisbita in first place, 5,597. Looney Luna, 5,495 in second. And in third, Aunt Muriel, 5,340. And we got
Hey,
Amy,
Muriel made a comeback.
Well
Yeah.
done, y'all.
Amy,
Yeah.
Birdie Bots, Julia, I Am Rudy, El Pro, Bailey, Megan, Laura C, another Laura. Those are back to back. William, Caro, Dodo. So there you go. Well, thank you everybody for playing this installment of Quizzitch Live, Weasley/Family Edition. You know what? I've learned a lot about the Weasleys today. I like them again. I'm a really
Really?
big fan again. Yep.
It was
I'm
all
switching
worth
back to
it.
Gryffindor. I'm buying that Molly Burrow Funko. I'm reading Eric's Ginny fan fiction. I'm doing it all today.
I'm gonna get you a "Not My Daughter, You Bitch" mask. So you can wear it.
Mask. Oh,
Mask.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought you meant
don't
like an
breathe
entire
on my daughter.
Thanks everybody for playing. We hope you had fun. We'll do another one of these in the future. This is probably the last one for the year, but I'm sure this will not be the last one ever. And we will have a new episode of MuggleCast out for everybody on Tuesday. We had a great discussion about the defining chapters for particular Harry Potter characters,
So good.
the Big 7 in the Harry Potter series. And then there's a bonus MuggleCast coming on Patreon in which we discuss the defining chapters for Snape and Dumbledore as well. So stay tuned for that. MuggleCast.com is where you can get the latest episodes. Subscribe, follow the show, all of that. Thank you,
And,
everybody, for listening.
Winners, please
Thank
contact
you.
us.
We're contacting them.
Oh,
Thanks,
winners,
everybody.
Okay, bye.
Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Bye, guys.
Thanksgiving.